Ang opinyon ng programang ito ay mula sa host at ang kanilang panauhin at di nangangahulugang opinyon ng estasyong ito, Metro Plus AM 1044.
PTS Ngayon.
Balik po tayo sa ating programa, 7 minutes past the hour of 9. Kuya Mike niyo po with DJ Jen on the other side of the spectrum. Magkakasama po tayo all the way till 11 o'clock on a Friday edition. Ika-18 na po ng Marso. Lagpas na tayo ng kalagitnaan po ng Marso. So samahan niyo po kami until then at sana naman po ay nasa mabuti po kayong kalagayan. Tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating programa sa araw na ito and we've got some things to discuss. Ang discussion po natin is still about COVID and how it infects majority of us. Pag-usapan po natin bakit yung iba napakabigat nung dating sa kanila, yung iba naman is wala, asymptomatic or mild, ika nga. Well, to talk about that a little bit later on, for the meantime, dakuhan po muna natin ang ating mga pagbate. Umpisahan po natin sa up and away, north.
North Pole.
At North Pole all the way down to
The
North America, of course.
Central
South.
and South America.
Yes.
Ayan.
Sa ating mga kasamahan po sa Europa and then Africa, gitnang silangan, Asia.
Down under.
Tapos?
Down under.
Down under, Australasia,
Karating
New
na
Zealand,
isla.
karating ng mga isla at sa South Pole. Bumabati po kami sa inyo ng magandang gabi, magandang araw, magandang umaga. Kung kagigising lang niyo po sa ating programa. And of course, meron pa tayong mga pagbati mamaya-maya konti. Unahin muna natin ang ating weather forecast. Saturday all the way till Saturday sa susunod na linggo. So, bukas po, inaasahan ng temperatura po. Nako, eto na. Nag-uumpisa na yung umaabot. Nasa border na po siya ng magte-30. Bukas po, 21 hanggang 27 antas sentigrado. Ang humidity po natin, mag-uumpisa po ito sa mababa na 65 hanggang 75%. Ganon din po ang kalagayan ng panahon. Bahagya pong bababa ng isang antas. Mula sa 21 hanggang 26, inaasahan na tataas po bahagya ang ating humidity nasa 70 hanggang 95%. At makakaranas po tayo sa linggo ng maulap na panahon. Pagdating po ng Lunes at Martes, asahan niyo po kung kayo po yung nakatira sa mga lugar po ng kagaya ng Peak, di ba? Cloudview Road dyan sa North Point at medyo matataas na lugar, inaasahan na magkakaroon po tayo o makakaranas tayo ng maulap na panahon at mas mabigat na ulap po ang ating daranasin sa Martes. Inaasahan ang ating temperatura ay nasa pagitan po ng 22 hanggang 27 antas sentigrado at ang ating humidity ay nasa pagitan po ng 75 hanggang 75. Maulan po ang panahon ng Miyerkules, Huwebes, Biyernes at sa susunod na Sabado, mas malakas lang po ang ating daranasing ulan sa Miyerkules. Inaasahan po ang temperatura ay bababa mula sa 22 ng Martes. Ito'y bababa sa 17 antas. Ang pinakamataas po ay 23 antas sentigrado. Humidity po ay mananatiling mataas sa kabuuan po ng nalalabing araw hanggang Sabado. Inaasahan ito ay nasa pagitan po ng 75 hanggang 75%. Ang temperatura po mula po na ang Huwebes, Biyernes at Sabado. Maulambon po siya ang temperatura ay nasa pagitan po ng 18 hanggang 25 antas sentigrado. Dito na po nag-uumpisa yung tinatawag nating malagkit na panahon.
Yeah.
At tuloy-tuloy na yata ito dahil nasa huling bahagi na po tayo ng buwan ng Marso. Kung saan, isang parte na po. Okay? Tinatawag nating 1/4 na po ay tapos na pagdating po ng susunod na linggo. Yan po ang kalagayan ng ating panahon sa darating pong
8 days.
Ayaw na eh, di ba? Ayaw nang sabihin eh. Mukhang parang nagigigil na siya. Dahil pag ganyan yung ang temperatura, nanggagalaiti na yan si DJ J.
Kadurduros yan eh.
Mm. Lalo na dun sa mga bandang lugar niya,
Oh my.
pader talaga,
Oo.
'di
May
ba? Ayaw na
magpagupit
ni
na
DJ G
tayo.
niya. Okay, binabati po natin si Juliet P.I.
Piyay.
Ah,
Piyay
hello po sa inyo. Si Diday Tortosa. Uy, long
Hello,
time no hear.
tita.
Oo.
Ah,
Si RR, si Rem Torillo. Magandang gabi po sa inyo with the green. Speaking about green hearts, happy St. Patrick's Day para sa mga Irish nating mga kababayan
Yay!
who are actually staying
Cheers!
all the way in Ireland
Or...
and parts of New York. Yan. And of course, Boston.
Bakit
Si
sa
Tita
Boston?
Josefa. Tita Josefa, ano ang
Boston
iyong dinner tonight?
Celtics.
Tita
Okay.
Elsie, si
Tita Elsie.
Isa, dalawa,
Isabel.
tatlo. Kasama rin po natin si Chona Lugtu. Hello from Pokfulam.
Tita Joseph Almadine. Or
Si
Darlene Salazar. Ayan.
okay. Si
Joy
Tita
Nuida.
Joy Noida, sabi niya dito, nakikinig po habang nagliligpit ng winter clothes.
Parang
Pwede
dami
na.
yung
Pwede na
clothes, ah.
sigurong yan.
Pwede na.
Mag-iwan na lang po kayo ng isa o dalawa na cardigan para at least hindi ho kayo lamigin.
Mhm.
From Taiwan, ni hao. From
Ni hao.
Taiwan, si Tita Kat. Si Jenny Ramel. Magandang gabi po sa inyo.
Hello.
Si Jamela Corda, kasama natin din po ngayong gabi. Milagros Mejares, si Donna Intano, si Ederlyn Salazar, sino pa mga kasama natin dito? Si Marisa Carino. Take it
Delia
away, TJ Jean.
Cobaldes from South Horizon. Nene Kaya from Aquamarine. Laichiko, Jessica Aquino, Netski, Ellen, Jodel. Sabi niya kakatuwa yung kwento kagabi, asking ni Amo bakit daw ako nakasmile. Oh, may update kami kanina. Wala ka.
Sino yung sabi nun?
Si Jodel. Ininggit pala. Hi kay Maria Babor. Tita Shallow, hello. Hi kay Lolit Batarina, kay Remy Gallego, kay Febo Romeo, kay Giselle Bravo, Eileen Ogaire, Natividad Nebres, Lydia Dolera, Lily de la Cruz, Marina Bautista, Marisa Carino, si Bernadette, hello din kay Tita Edna, buongiorno, kay Tita Gigi, kay Janet Torres, na nasa kitchen habang nagliligpit ng pinagkainan, kay Nian Abela, kay Luz Viminda Manuel, Tessie Padua, Florida, Rimorine, Jinsoltang, Tita Vicky, kumusta sa Kalabasa from Block 28, Laguna City? Parang ang tagal nating hindi nakita yung name ni Tita Vicky, no?
Oo nga eh.
Kumusta?
That's very true.
Tita
Sabi ni
Emmy.
Tita Josefa, ang kanyang ulam daw today was roast goose at salt and pepper fillet, fish fillet at sang choy.
What's sang choy?
Nexo choy.
Ano yung sang choy?
Sang choy? Choy.
Yeah, well, but what kind of choy?
Ipapakita hindi,
Sang choy.
Binabati rin po natin ang happy anniversary si Jonathan dahil 1 taon na siyang hindi nakakabalik.
Oo nga. Letus.
Tapos na daw sa kusina si Tita si Annalyn Gregorio, kasama rin po natin from Limetin. Virginia Bilda, hello po from Liking. Si Nean, hello. Si Amy Lopena, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Sino pa? Si Mary Ann is already fully positive negative. Si Monica Natinga from Masterpiece K11.
Si Libran may sinasabi, Kuya Mike. Sabi niya, Kuya Mike, yung friend ko, hindi pa rin gumaling. Nagsasalita mag-isa, sabi ng nurse sa amo niya, pagkausapin ng doktor ayaw magsalita. Please pray for her.
Nasaan yun?
Hindi, nandito sa comment section.
Okay.
Si Libran Balane de Lagoan. Ayan. Okay.
Si Lola Senior. Sino ba to?
Senior,
Si Vilma Rivera, kasama rin po natin gabing ito. Si Dory Epic.
Uy.
Nanonood habang namamalansya. Dahan-dahan ha, baka masunog yung
Dinner ni Netsky, hipon at yung tulya na malalaki. Ano yung tulya? Isda? Hindi. Nakakita kasi
shellfish.
ako ng... okay. Hi kay Sonia Rasi, Norma Torla, Ordonez Noemi, Lube Patches, Febo Romeo, Jen Cadorna, Dory Epic, ayun. Si Ann Morales, Vilma Rivera, Marisa Carino, Tita Vicky, since Chinese New Year, house lang ako, ingat-ingat, ang Lola Senior. Letus yung Sanchoy, okay. Janinay Del Mundo, hello. Esther Teng, Zamara Glue, Vilma Rivera, Bing Smith, Monica Natinga from Masterpiece K11. Saan yung Masterpiece K11?
Yan yung yan yung luma.
Huh?
Yan yung lumang K11.
Is it?
Oo, kasi yung bago, Musea yun eh.
Oh, ano, Hanoi Road. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Lagi ka nandun eh. Di mo alam?
Ang alam ko lang dun kay 11 eh.
Okay, si Mary Ann, bukas po kaming magpapatest sa government. Sana po negative na po. Okay na yan. Angkinin mo na siya.
Oo.
Ayan. Clam po ang tulya. Ayan. Tinuturuan ka tuloy ng mga kasama natin. Thank you very much, Vilma. Si Joyce Dizon from Shatin. Si Maricel De Ocampo, just finished my trabaho.
Yo.
From Yao Mate, si Emma Boris.
Hello.
At sino pa may mga kasama natin sa gabing ito? Si
Tito
Jen Soltang, sabi niya, pakigreet ng pampurang happy birthday si Melody Dolido Magallanes, coming 24th of March. Speaking about that, ito na po ang ating mga pagbati.
Maligayang bati sa iyong
kaman. Happy birthday, happy Pati sa inyong karaman. Happy birthday to you. Sa lahat po na celebrate ng mga special day po nila ngayon. Happy 23rd wedding anniversary to Evangeline Tate and her hubby.
Oh.
Nasa ano na sa, di ba nasa ano na po sila?
Nasa
Scotland.
Scotland
ba sila?
Basta S.
Oo. Basta
Yun.
happy anniversary, 23rd anniversary to
Yay.
Elizabeth and your
Today.
hubby. What's the name of your hubby? I'd like to find out. Hello to Rowena. Hello. Happy birthday sa lahat po ng ating mga birthday celebrants sa araw nito. Sino pa yung mga birthday? Uy, binati ko lang kanina si TJ. I sent him
Sir
a message.
TJ. Yay! Alright.
Sa lahat po ng mga birthday celebrants this week, last week, at the coming week. Ayan, happy birthday po sa inyo.
Scotland.
Sino?
Si Tita Evangeline. Scotland.
Okay.
Sino nasa
Josephine
Switzerland?
Cesario, si Jean Sarmiento, hello din po sa inyo. Sa lahat ng mga birthday celebrants po natin sa araw na ito, happy birthday. May kumakain ng DJ Jean.
Nang.
Sabi niya dito, watching while eating my Indian food. Ang anghang, good for COVID. Di man lang nag-imbita ito si Eileen, no? Favorite pa naman namin ni DJ Jean yan. Si Nina Miguel, happy birthday po to my sister-in-law na si Rachel Reyes Miguel. Si Luz Viminda Gaspem, happy birthday, belated happy birthday sa alaga kong panganay last 13th of March. 15th birthday niya po. Si Tessie, belated happy birthday kahapon kay Michelle de Austria. Pa-shoutout po. Si Josephine, kasama rin po natin. Si Aida Obra, shout out naman dyan, of course. Yeah, shout out
Mr.
kami.
Neil Tate ang pangalan.
Happy birthday kay Sis Ali from Luz Viminda Pardito. Gandang gabi po mula kay Manang Kong Biday. At sa lahat po ng mga birthday celebrants natin sa araw na ito. Hello.
Ayan.
Si Tita Edna, buena tutti lunch pasta alla pesto and having cafe macchiato.
Wow.
Ayan. I haven't really had no? Tagal ko nang hindi nakainom ng macchiato. Kasi hindi na ako, ginagawa ko, mas mura kasi pag
yung ganun.
Gayahin niyo po ako.
May ganun na rin kami.
Bawat kape ko is only $5 eh.
May ganun na rin kami.
To be exact, $4.90. Hi to Remedios Raras. Good evening po from all the way from South Horizons Aplay Chow. Si Emma Baracena. Hello po, DJ Jin, Kuya Mike. Happy Valley habang kumakain. Ano ang kinakain mo dyan, Emmy? Si Jeannie Plurad. At ako naman, kumakain ng kiat-kiat. Si Tita Jessica.
Yun yung tinignan
sa lahat po ng ating mga
kanina.
kasama sa araw na ito, thank you for joining us. At kung ano man yung ginagawa nyo, nagpapakain kayo ng dapat pakainin. At kumbaga, yung iba sa inyo, nagpapastol pa rin ng mga aso. Tandaan niyo po, social distancing. So, dapat ikaw at ang aso lamang.
Mm-hmm.
Di ba? How do you consider that? Social distancing ba yon, DJ Jin? Pag kailangan, kasi kailangan, you can only, dapat dalawa lang kayo eh, di ba?
Oo. Dalawang
So,
tao.
pag may lumapit sa yung isang aso o lumapit sa inyo yung, kumbaga, friendship mo eh, hindi na pwede?
That's actually a good question. Dahil.
Oh.
Kapag umuwi ako ng late, wait,
Mm.
bigla may sumabit. Pag umuwi
Okay.
kasi ako ng late,
Mm.
dito sa area natin, kasi dyan ako dadaan sa likod kasi magbabas ako, di ba? Kapag yung late
Doon
na.
ka sa may seaside.
Oo.
Okay.
Actually, kahit hindi late meron akong makikita na nagkukumpul-kumpul pa rin sila. Yung mga nagdo-dog walk. Mas mga friendship
wala na naman
na
taong
dogs.
pupunta dito para, kumbaga, kastiguhin ka, di ba? Wala naman.
Okay.
So, sorry na lang. Ako po, nakakain po ng M&M while watching.
Wow.
Mhm.
Ano yan?
Bawas.
Yung crispy, yung peanut, o yung regular?
Hindi kayo makakalagpas kay DJ Jin.
Oo.
Dadalihin kayo niyan.
Oo.
Kasi sobra yan. Alam niya ho ng lahat ng M&Ms.
Yes. Those
Kabisado ho niya yan.
Yes.
Tsak
Pati yung
yun.
kulay nung lalagyan niya.
Ha?
Oo. Color green kapag yung peanuts. Kulay blue kapag yung crispy. Tapos kulay brown kapag yung regular. Milk
Okay.
chocolate.
Sige pa. Ano pa mga chocolate na alam mo?
Tapos nandyan din yung favorite natin, yung Twix. Nandyan din yung picnic. Tapos yung sneakers. Yung sneakers, may iba na rin. Meron din siyang almond, meron din siyang dark chocolate. Tapos meron din siyang yung regular. Tapos nandyan din
alam
yung
nyo na.
KitKat. I can go on.
Bumubulong pa yan, ha?
Peanuts? Hindi. Hindi na tayo friends. I don't like the peanuts one.
Which one? Which one ayaw mo?
Peanuts. M&M peanuts.
Oh, you don't like the peanuts?
Ang ginagawa ko kapag M&M peanuts, kakagating ko, kakainin ko yung chocolate muna. Tapos I will lick off the chocolate dun sa peanuts.
Galing. Tita LC, bagoong po at manggang hilaw. Yun yung hinahanap ni DJ Jin, yung manggang hilaw.
Pero hindi maganda yung nakita namin kanina eh.
Hindi, yung kanina Indian mango yun eh.
Hindi, at saka makikita mo, yung isa, yung parang may color black na parang nakaganon sa
may dots na yun. Yun yung kalburo. Laki sa kalburo yun.
Hilig din daw niya ng Skittles. Anong flavor ng Skittles ang pag-uusapan
Nako!
natin?
Masasabi ko sa inyo, wag ho kayong tatabi kay DJ Jin pag Skittles pong pag-uusapan.
Excuse me. Kayo din.
Oy. Ikaw yung nag-uubos. Pag iniwan nyo yun, kasi meron ho kami, we kept the plastic.
The container.
Diba? DJ Jin?
Yes.
Tama ba?
Oo.
Yung plastic.
Oo.
Yung lalagyan niya. Kasi dalawa ho yung flip nun eh. Yung marami, tapos yung konti.
Pa isa-isa.
Ito, pag binuksan mo yon, pipili ho siya. Iiwan lang niya yung hindi niya gusto.
Oo. May days na gusto ko yung certain may days na
God.
Ayun. Sour.
Yun! Yung Cloud9, DJ G, naalala mo yun?
Oh my gosh. Nga, no? Kailangan
Sobra
natin
Si Netsky, sabi niya yung sour.
Oo.
Yun yung ano niya. Ayaw mo rin, Eddie, ayaw mo yung Ferrero. Ako, ayaw ko ng Ferrero.
Ibang usapan yung Ferrero. Ayoko lang kasi yung buo yung peanuts kapag yun nandun.
Sabi ni si EG na nakikinig siya kaning ngayon eh.
Oo.
Sabi niya nakakaiyak naman po yung mga pinag-uusapan niyo kasi bawal na ho sa akin yan.
Bawal na talaga sa kanya.
Hindi,
Yung
sinasabihan ko siya, wala naman bawal sa lahat ng hindi niyo pwedeng
In moderation.
kainin. Diba?
Oo.
In moderation.
Ayun.
Meron akong alam tungkol kay Jean na hindi ko sasabihin sa inyo. Ngayon ko lang ho na-discover yun. My goodness, meron palang taong ganun.
Sige, bulong na sa mamaya.
Mamaya, bubulong ko sa inyo.
Sige.
Kaya pala may mga nagmumukhang chocolate dyan. Ay, nako. Chocolate lang pala eh. Pero, okay. Let me just, this is a food for thought. Dahil meron kaming just after Christmas, meron kaming nakasama dito sa bahay. Nagluto po ako and we had here someone at home na naimbita po namin siya. At Italiano talaga siya. So, yung Ferrero, di ba?
Ferrero, yeah.
Yes, yung Ferrero na yon, he comes from that town in Italy.
Okay.
Doon siya nagagaling. Sabi niya, hindi niya maikukumpara
Mhm.
o yung Ferrero nandoon sa kanila at yung
Oo.
Ferrero dito na ginagawa.
Oo.
Kasi
Ano
doon
yun?
talaga,
Tara, punta tayo dun.
yun daw. At saka, anong tawag dito? Everyone pala, okay, meron pala silang ano doon. Because it's in their town, you can actually go to Ferrero inside. You can eat as much chocolate as you want. Doon sa loob. Pero hindi po pwedeng ilabas.
Let's go. Saan yan?
So, para pala siyang ano, di ba? Para siya yung ano, yung Willy Wonka. Di rin, naalala mo yun?
Charlie and the Chocolate
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
Let's
Factory.
go!
Na pwede kayong kumain ng sobra-sobrang chocolate sa loob, pero hindi nyo pwedeng ilabas.
Oh, imagine, tubs of Nutella? Oh, tapos magdala ka na lang ng isang pan ng tinapay.
Hindi pwede yun. Tapos
Ay, hindi
ginawa
ba
mong
pwede
palaman.
Oh, kasi di ba, pwede mo makainin sa loob, right? So, it's like,
Anyway, binabati lang natin si Netsky. Sabi niya dito, M&M is yung malaking jar.
yung katabi
Si
niya.
Emma naman, sabi niya yung curly tops. Okay yun, curly tops.
Oo,
Wala na
dapat
yun
yung
no? Meron pa ba nun?
Meron pa yata.
Si Fershaline Lina, sabi niya masarap ang choknat. Speaking about choknat, may nakita kami
May
kanina.
nakita kami. Pero, actually, I realize wala na pala tayong chocolate. Marami lang kasi tayong
Dapat.
chocolate dito.
Ang chocolate, gamot ng diabetes.
True. Agree.
Talaga.
Oo.
Okay. Ayan na, naglalabas na.
Lind?
Mga marites.
Lind? Depende.
Lind? Depende sa Lind.
Depende sa Lind.
Depende.
Oo.
Hindi lahat ng Lind masarap.
Oo. Like, kapag you like chocomint, no. Hindi tayo friends. Para kang nag-chocolate na nag-toothpaste.
Hindi ng description mo.
Kasi, gano'n naman eh. Oh, Cadbury.
Cadbury, masarap lang siya if ika nga, yung chocolate is not done here. The best one I've tasted, which I've already asked DJ Jin to taste, is yung fruit and nut ng Cadbury, pero it's Australia.
Oh, milky. The best. Oh, Meiji is good din. Uy, may nagsasabi dito na meron tayo. Chocolate chips ng Royce.
Okay siya.
There's this one that I actually had from Japan na Royce.
Si Ed's Real, Kit Kat daw, DJ Jin.
Which Kit Kat are we talking about? Let's go.
Marami yan eh. Ako yung original ako.
Yun. Yung original lang.
Original.
Ayan.
Sabi ni Eileen, yan ang gamot sa sakit ng ngipin.
Totoo din yun. Ay, hindi, ang sagot sa sakit ng ngipin would be ice cream.
Oo, yung ngilo, no?
Oo.
Pag-ngilo.
Ayan. O sa, ano yan? Piedmont? Italy?
Piedmont,
Piedmont?
Italy. Ata yun, Kuya Mike, yung Ferrero. Yes, that's the one.
Ooh.
That's the one, Edna. Thank you. That's where our friend is from.
Ayun, Galaxy. Ano yung Galaxy?
Pinas yan. Mga pangalan na ganyan eh.
Galaxy chocolate?
Fruit and nut. Charlene, perfect yon. If you want fruit and nut that's not so sweet, buy it from Mark Spencer.
Marks and Spencer.
Diba, DJ Jean?
Yes. Bakit chocolate pinag-usapan natin bigla?
Ikaw nag-umpisa nito eh.
Hindi, si Netsky to eh. Kasi kumakain siya ng M&M eh.
Nga pala.
si Netsky.
Kisses na dark
kisses
kisses.
pa ba? Meron pa ba? Parang wala na ako masyadong nakikita.
Anything when I was a kid, yung almond roca, oh my God.
Oh! So good. Tapos kakainin mo siya, like you melt it lang, tapos iwanan mo yung gitna.
Belgian
Belgian
coffee tuloy. Belgian chocolate is good.
Oh, yes.
Sarap din dyan.
Yes.
Si Tita Cielo, me, I love Tim Tam. Uy!
Wait, Tim Tam,
Masarap yan.
Oh.
sabi
Gamit.
niya. Si Maria, pabor, sabi niya, gamot sa lalamunan yan, Kuya Mike, ang chocolate.
Ano yung Carmeletos? Caramel?
Toblerone na white,
Galaxy
killer rin sa
from
akin yan.
Dubai
Killer rin
daw.
sa akin yan. Galaxy, I think, from Dubai yata yan.
Galaxy
Hindi, yung pinadalan, walang tatalo
Oh,
sa chocolate na pinadala sa amin ni Ma'am Elizabeth Tate all the way from,
Evangeline Tate.
oh my
Oh,
God.
man. Yeah. Yung Galaxy, yung mukhang dove.
Hindi.
Okay.
Ayoko
hindi,
ng mga
hindi,
ganyan.
hindi. Okay.
Happy weekend po sa PTS, sabi ni Evangeline Pierno, si Perla Sua, Almond Roca, oh yes. Ang sarap talaga. Ang masarap sa Almond Roca, tanggalin nyo muna yung ano niya.
Yes. Yung pamelt nyo lang.
Yung,
Tapos, you leave the sa mouth nyo and then saka nyo kagatin.
yun.
Is that what you do too?
Sabi ni Norma Torla, sabi niya, ang totoo po ay hindi po tayo ang kumakain ng chocolate. Yung cancer daw yung kumakain ng chocolate. Talaga. Yes, Kuya Mike, kasi napuntahan namin yan. Ako, pag stress ako, kumakain lang ako ng kind of dark chocolate. Si Jen Bernaldez, kasama rin po natin yan. Good evening sa'yo. Also to Marlene Casilan, dark chocolate. Linder, ang masarap. Sis, yun. Sis chocolate
Sis
din. Galing talaga ni Ma'am Rose.
Bounty. Bounty, yun yung di ba, yung coconut.
Ay, ayoko nang galit-galit tayo pag coconut ang kakainin.
No.
Coconut chocolate.
Ritter. Which one? Kasi meron dyan yung cereal, meron dyan yung parang rice pops, meron yung parang wafer, yung strawberry hindi masarap.
Godiva, pwede na siya.
Medyo pwede yung Godiva. Ipachi!
Pachi, yan, that's the one.
That's the one that we got from Ate Evangeline.
Oh my goodness. We had one huge box.
Imagine, hindi namin din maubos yun.
Hindi namin maubos yun. Like, literal na hindi po maubos. As in.
Like, buti na lang during that time we had a lot of guests coming in. Oh, do you want chocolate?
Correct.
Here, have some. Do you want coffee to go with
sila
it?
To be honest, they were taken aback with the chocolate. I think it was the first time they ate it, di ba?
Oh.
Sobra sa sarap.
Bukayo.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy
Ano
tayo
yung
sa ating programa sa araw na ito. Let's just go first with the regular news that we have.
Sige.
Bukayo. Okay na yung bukayo.
Pero let's do the
Debbie,
news after the break.
Break muna tayo. Sige.
Break muna tayo.
Take a break. After so much sweet, we will be back. Don't go away.
Metro Plus, Hong Kong's weather.
Mainly cloudy, visibility rather low tonight and tomorrow morning, sunny periods tomorrow. Temperatures will range between 21 and 27 degrees. Light winds becoming moderate easterlies tomorrow morning. Relative humidity stands at 78%. For the outlook, mainly cloudy on Sunday, humid with fog in the following couple of days. Warm during the day. It will become cool with showers midweek next week. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your connect.
The elderly are at high risk of life-threatening conditions from COVID-19. The virus can damage one's heart, lungs, and brain. It may cause multiple organ failure that requires intubation in an ICU. After effects can hamper a recovery. Vaccines reduce risks of serious illness, hospitalization, and death. Experts advise that any elderly person who has had a flu shot can safely receive COVID-19 vaccines. Get vaccinated early.
Para sa inyong kuro-kuro, opinyon at katanungan, tawag lang sa 1-834-100. 1-834-100. Pwede ring i-text, WhatsApp, or Viber sa 6641-8811. 6641-8811. O di kaya pwede rin sa aming messenger, Pts HK. That's Pts HK. Isama na rin nyo ang aming email, ptshk1044@gmail.com. ptshk1044@gmail.com. Siya nga pala, check nyo na rin ang aming Facebook community page, facebook.com/Pinoy Tayo Sanman. Ito ang PTS Ngayon. PTS Ngayon.
Balik po tayo sa ating programa. Sabi ni Janinay, sabi niya, "Naku, kung alam ko lang Kuya Mike kasi dinalhan po ako ng sister ko ng patsi from Dubai. Next time."
Next
Hindi,
time.
ano lang 'yan, you share it with your friends kasi
Oo.
masarap talaga siya, 'di ba?
Yes.
And have that opportunity to really enjoy it. Iba talaga yung iba yung patchy talaga. Sabi nga nung isa, 'di ba, yan daw yung pinamimigay ng royal family sa palace. Oo, totoo yun kasi yan yung pinaka ano
Preferred.
nila. Yeah. The first time I actually eaten patchy was I was in Malaysia with the family.
Mhm.
And there was this one store na ano siya, isa lang yung nagtatrabaho dun sa store na yun. Tons of chocolate, no? So, kasi per ano yun per piece yun 'di ba?
Mhm.
You buy it per piece. Unbelievable. It's crazy. It melts in your mouth. Hi to Mabel Salazar. So sa ating programa sa araw nito. Okay, let's just go through para dire-diretso po tayo sa ating programa. We'll have Ma'am Cynthia later on
Mhm.
sa ating second half of the hour. Macaroons, not so much. I'm not a happy macaroon guy. Sa reports po natin sa araw na ito, Hong Kong reported about 20,082 new COVID cases on Friday, pushing the official tally of the fifth wave of pandemic to over 1 million. Among the new cases reported, 7,966 patients were confirmed through PCR and rapid antigen test at 12,116. Only 3 cases were imported from overseas, including one from Indonesia and 2 from Vietnam. Over 1 million cases have been reported amid the fifth COVID 19 pandemic, 666,048 under the PCR and 338,265 from rapid antigen test. Infection outbreaks were reported in 7 more care centers for the disabled and 3 more elderly homes involving 89 residents and 47 workers. According to authorities, the chief manager of the hospital authority, there were approximately 259 related deaths, including 206 deaths recorded in public hospitals yesterday, involving 122 men and 84 women, aged between 25 to 106. Of them, 126 were above 65. Those who were comparatively younger, including a 25-year-old, all suffered from chronic diseases. 53 deaths between March 1st and Wednesday, which is, let me see now, Wednesday the 16th, as well as lag results included 30 men and 23 women, aged 62 to 103. Forensic reports 6 deaths involving 2 men and 4 women, aged 57 to 92, who passed away between um, February 28th to March 6th. The death tally for the fifth wave now stands at 5,188, and overall death rate is 0.5%. Um, if we split it up to sex, 2,030 were women and 3,158 were men, aged 11 months to 112. Of them, 58% were elderly home residents and 70% were seniors, age 80 and above. Yan po yung natin, no? Yan yung bilang po natin sa araw na ito. Doon sa mga kababayan po natin, we have what we call prison visit ministry, di ba? Yung prison ministry po natin. The Correctional Services Department on Friday announced that social visits arrangements at correctional institutes will resume with limited basis or unlimited basis starting March 24th after the epidemic situation has gradually stabilized at the facilities. Inmates serving sentences would be allowed 1 visit per month, and detainees remanded while awaiting their trial would get 2. One visitor is allowed every each visit. So hindi pwedeng dalawa magsama-sama po kayo. There's only 1 visit, one detainee. Visitors are required to conduct rapid antigen tests by themselves with negative results on the day of the visit. They must also receive at least 1 shot of coronavirus vaccine unless they have a medical exemption. And the use of government's exposure notification app, Leave Home Safe, will be mandatory. Ayan so pwede na ho kayong bumisita, but kaya nang nabanggit po natin, limited lang po yung pagbisita ninyo. Meaning 1:1 lang po. And for those people who are remanded na po, or nasintensya na po sila, you can only have 1 visit per month. Doon sa mga nag-aantay po ng kanilang kaso, 2 visits per month. Okay. Ano yung focus natin sa sitwasyon na ito ngayon? Let me bring DJ Jin on the picture. No?
Oh, bakit? Ano yun? What's happening?
Okay. So nagpadala si Tita Emmy dito ng picture nung kanyang picture ng kanyang laptop habang nanonood siya. Ang nasa taas ng laptop, chocolate.
Ayun.
Ikaw sabi nga, ginasunlog mo kami testing our palate, whether, whether maglalaway kami o hindi. Anyway, we had this discussion. Actually, I had this discussion today.
Yes, today
with
lang.
my
Kanina
sister.
lang.
I also did some research regarding it before I actually asked my sister. Dahil there were 2 cases today na, kumbaga, ni-refer sa akin. Okay? And the 2 cases are as follows. They're identical cases from 2 different individuals. Okay? From 2 different individuals. And the cases are, sila po they were initial positive. Let me just make it clear, Pag sinabi natin initially preliminary positive or they had COVID. Okay? So they went through the whole COVID position. And then after that, nag-negative sila. Pero after a while, nag-positive po sila ulit. How does that happen? Okay. Well, according to my research and according to my sister who works for Pfizer, there are certain things that we have to understand. Okay. So today at exactly 8 in the morning, that's after I actually started reading regarding the Omicron variant.
Right.
If you remember, if we trace it back to nearly 2.25 years ago, nag-umpisa po ito with an alpha, di ba? An alpha variant. Then it became a delta variant. So yung biggest problem that this COVID-19 has brought us is the delta variant, because a lot of people actually passed away during the delta variant. But we never had the chance, not much of the Delta variant in Hong Kong. Diba? Because at that time, ni-restrict na niya natin yung travel. So to make the story short, from there, dumating ang Omicron. Omicron was identified as BA1. Yun po yung identification niya. Then Omicron started spreading, right, last year. And it spread like wildfire.
Yes.
Okay? Now, and tayo naman, we kind of took the, parang yung buntot ng Omicron. Kasi tayo naman yung tinamaan dito. In Asia, there's actually so many cases, not only in Hong Kong, South Korea, Malaysia, Singapore as well. No? The Philippines seems to be in that picture we're in. Sabi nila, nasa tawag dito? Alert level 1. That means you can go around, but you will still have to wear masks. No? But the only difference in the Philippines is we stopped testing. Okay? Naghuminto tayo ng testing. So the chances of finding, kumbaga, tawag dito? Splinter groups na tinatamaan, hindi natin makikita yon. It's very kind of questionable because when you look at it, when you go around, maaaring tamaan po kayo, no? you go through all these ano tawag dito, rallies for yung political rallies or whatever kasi people are gathering a lot more now.
Yes.
Okay? So, na-intrigue po ako. I got intrigued, so I started reading. And I asked my sister. So, ang question ko sa sister ko, ganito. Just a quick question. I found that some of the OFWs that I've spoken to recently got hit by Omicron after recovering. They got hit again. Is it possible? Okay. Sabi ng kapatid ko, let me just read this verbatim. Ibig sabihin ko ano yung sinulat niya, babasahin ko sa inyo. There is anecdotal evidence that a person can be infected with Omicron twice. Okay? Ito ngayon, this is how it comes about. If you had a mild infection and did not get a good immune response and you get exposed again with a stronger viral load, it is possible that you get reinfected. However, it is rare to get reinfected with the same variant. Okay? In the case of Omicron, one may have been infected by BA1, then BA2. Tandaan niyo po yun, ha? Very clear yan. So that means, ang tanong ko dito, that means the new strain. Reinfections are generally mild regardless of the strain. Okay? So data suggests that those reinfected with any variant of COVID-19 are 90% less likely to be hospitalized or need proper care than people who get the first infection. So, mas mahina po yung tama on the second time around. Okay. So, does it mean, sabi ko, COVID is beginning, right, to slowly die down and be a regular flu? I'm asking because I've spoken to 2 already, and after 15 days, they got it again. Sagot. Ang sagot ng kapatid ko. Sabi niya, strain like Omicron mutates so fast, so likely a subvariant, but need more data to confirm. Scientist eh. Ayaw niyang sumagot ng ano. Ayaw niyang sumagot ng hindi siya sigurado. Because she reads like tons of all these data. So, again, our conversation said, great. Sabi ko, have a good one. Sabi ko, gano'n. Tinanong ko sa kanya, what's for dinner? Sabi ko, then I explained. Para maintindihan niyo po ito, the BA1 and the 2 are subvariants. Sagot niya sa akin dito. Sagot niya sa akin doon sa beginning to be like regular flu. Etong sagot niya. Yes, it will evolve into another strain and eventually become endemic like the flu. So, ibig sabihin nun, itong COVID na to will slowly fade away. Right? May sound effects pa siya. It will slowly fade away. And then it will similarly be like the flu that we normally watch out during
flu season.
The winter season, di ba? Kasi taglamig eh. So that's when people like us who are past 50, past 55, who should take a flu shot. Ganun na po siya. Tandaan niyo po, it's a viral shot pa rin because it's for the flu. Okay, so ang sagot naman niya sa akin regarding the BA1 at BA2 subvariant. Sabi niya, BA2 is the subvariant of BA1. Okay? So, meaning, ang BA1, yun yung Omicron nung nag-umpisa siya. Wala pa siyang pangalan nun eh. So, they called it as BA1. Yung BA2 is a subvariant ng Omicron. So, nasa ilalim po siya, which is 35%, right? 35% na likely na mas nakakahawa kesa doon sa Omicron. Make that clear. Then, nagtanong ako ulit. So, sinagot niya yung tanong ko regarding that. I'm asking because Yun na nga, explain ko, I have spoken to 2 already that after 15 days, they got hit again. Reinfections may occur at higher rates when people have asymptomatic or mild cases in their first Omicron infection. Okay, let me make this clear. Okay, let me make this clear. Kaya, sabi nga niya dito, dinagdagan niya po muna ito para at least alam nyo. We may have more data on BA2 since the strain appears more infectious than the BA1 strain. Tandaan niyo po, yung BA1, the Omicron, they were saying it was more infectious than yung Delta variant, remember?
Yeah.
But yung Delta variant was deadlier than the Omicron. Okay. Latest data says about 35% more infectious, right? It is now more prevalent in the US, South Africa, Denmark, and others. Okay.
Okay.
Klaro ba yan? Klaro yan siya? Okay. Pag sinabi natin, anong sabi niya DJ Jin kanina, na pag tumama sa iyo ito, ang likely scenario na tatamaan ka ulit ng second wave ng Omicron sa katawan mo when you have experienced, right? When you have experienced na Omicron na mild siya or asymptomatic ka nung unang tumama sa'yo.
Oh.
So, ibig sabihin nun, wala
may space
kang...
pa siya na pwedeng pasukan.
Yes, correct. So, minsan, yung sinasabi nga natin na wala kang naramdaman, sabi mo, wala naman akong naramdaman, wala naman akong sipon, wala akong lagnat, di ba? So, kung kayo po ang tinamaan na grabe yung ubo nyo, sakit ng ulo nyo, hindi kayo makatulog, taas ng lagnat nyo, hindi na yun babalik.
Oo. Sabi ko nga kay Kuya Mike kanina, parang ang comparison ko would be chicken pox.
Correct.
Ayun. Akala ko na joke. Parang chicken pox na if hindi mo siya nakuha the first time, you'll definitely get it grabe na when you grow older, di ba? Or if you did have it the first time pero konti lang, you'll have it a second time para lumabas talaga siya. Kasi yun yung nangyari sa akin.
I think that's what happened to me too.
Ba't nyo ginagaya?
Ay, mas pinanganak akong... May ganun eh. Right. Hindi, pero
yun.
yung BA2, Tita Alpha, yung BA2 na yan, existing na siya eh. Pero subvariant siya. So, hindi siya papangalanan ng ibang pangalan. Because under na siya ng Omicron.
Omicron pa rin siya.
Oo. Okay. Wag mo sabihin na meron na namang ibang klase ng COVID. Meron. At hindi hinto po ito, no. This is not going to stop because most of, tingnan niyo po, di ba? Kids still get infected by chickenpox, even though that they have already gotten the shot. Kaya nga yung ito, para just to make it a lot easier for you guys to understand. When we take flu shots every year, okay, it is a variation of shots. In fact, yung shots na yun, the doctors or the pharmaceutical companies are also blindsided by it. Kasi hindi nila alam kung yung binibigay nilang flu shot sa atin is actually for the flu shot of this season.
So parang fashion lang siya. Na parang every season may mag-iiba. Mag-iiba yung color, mag-iiba yung skirt.
Correct. So ang ginagawa nila yun, it's technically a hit and miss.
Okay.
Diba? So may remember, when we take a flu shot, sometimes people have adverse effect. Ano yung adverse effect nun, diba? Na nilalagnat ka, sumasakit yung katawan mo, and so on and so forth. So these are pre-exist, nag-i-exist po talaga ito. So let's make that clear. Okay? So kunyari, ang this year, ang anticipation ng mga the anticipation of the doctors or the scientists would be instead of XYZ na flu shots this year, ganitong ABC yung nilagay nila. Depende rin yun dun sa region.
Oo nga. Oo nga.
Di ba? So, vital ho yung statistics na inilalabas. That is why vital talaga ang World Health Organization. That we have a body that have all these scientists get together and understand what these viruses are. Tandaan niyo po yun. No? In time, let's make it in time, scientific studies become more detailed in dito sa mga viruses na to, that meron na talagang mga gamot na nagagamit siya, and yung gamot na ito becomes kumbaga parang part na ng system nung yung katawan natin,
Mm.
'di ba? So that's what you have to understand, no? An example to that is yung HIV, 'di ba? HIV is the virus,
Mhm.
'di ba? Yung AIDS, yun yung technically, yun na yung nasa loob ng katawan natin. Many years back, if you remember, I don't know if some of you were not born yet, but there was a dentist here in Hong Kong who actually acquired yung HIV AIDS. Okay? Siya yung isa sa mga nauna dito sa Hong Kong. And then he eventually passed away. But he took yung kumbaga yung drug na supposedly will bring down that viral infection. Now, a living example na nakokontrol na po yung HIV AIDS is the basketball superstar na si Magic Johnson.
Mhm.
'Di ba? Because he had that while he was still at the peak of him being an NBA player. But tingnan mo siya ngayon. He's a full-fledged businessman and he's still widely alive.
Eh.
'Di ba? So, tandaan niyo po, kaya nga lagi natin sabi, believe in science.
Mm.
Diba?
Trust the process.
Kailangan you have to believe in science because science will always have an answer to all. Sabi nga ni Vilma, walang katapusan yung virus. Hindi sa walang katapusan yung virus. There will be, but there will also be subvariants. But as time progresses, tandaan niyo po ito ha, as time progresses, science finds the key into the sequence of all these virus. So natatabunan na naman siya.
Mhm.
But like we said, the sad part is that sometimes sa ating problema din itong virus na to because of the way we take things as far as meds are concerned. Di ba?
Mhm.
So kailangan mong isipin yun that there are certain situations na ganun. Huwag mo sabihin. Okay? Anyway, we're gonna take a break. Babalikan po namin kayo. Ma'am Cynthia, coming up next.